last year, I started looking for a mountain motor car. And then in the springtime, I got really serious looking for one. And so like I say, so now I picked mine up early this year. I picked up a used car. Jesse's getting a brand new one built at Jerry Haas's. Should be done here next month. So like I say, so we're going to elect to go and race the campaign, the mountain motor cars next year in lieu of the Factory X because, like I said, I mean, four to five cars at that level to race against. We finished out the year. That was our commitment. And that's where we are like, well, we'll put these in the archives until something comes up with, they're not going nowhere. So we can pull them out anytime we need. If there gets to be something, gets some traction under them, we could always pull them back out and go campaign them. So as of now, we're just going to be racing the mountain motor cars next year.
Well, sounds great. And two things I never heard I'd say, that you can run a mountain motor car for the fraction of a cost, and it's easy to drive relative to what you're already driving.
I don't know if it's easier to drive. It's nicer to drive.
Got it.
The acceleration rate on a mountain motor car is still something I'm not quite used to, because that thing can pull the wheels at 400 feet off the ground yet. So it's like, whoa, it's a little bit spicy. Because like I say, it's a clear different animal to learn how to drive. So I'm looking forward to that challenge. So
that sounds awesome. Well, let's take a couple of questions from the group and find out who's out there in the chat line, and then we'll talk a little bit more Mountain Motor Pro Stock with Lenny Lottig. Jen, who's out there and saying hello?
Oh, we're here from coast to coast tonight, and we're really enjoying your interview, Lenny. It's great. And we haven't had any questions so far, but Randy said, not Randy, well, Randy's with us, but Rob McCabe said he's updating the IHRA stuff. And well, actually, he said the I side. And I had to ask him, what's the I side? He said, it's IHRA. I was, okay, man. And okay, let's see. Here's a comment. Rob said, hopefully Lenny will run both NHRA and IHRA Mountain Motor Pro Stock.
Well, we have an answer for that, Mr. Lottig. What do you share your thoughts?
Well, I did get questioned if we would race the NHRA, and I said absolutely. I said no, as long as they don't contradict the same weekends, we will go and commit and race both of the classes, because again, we like to race, so we'll race anywhere that we can go race at. So yeah, so we will hopefully we can work it out to where we can run both schedules, and because that would be our choice would be to run both, because NHRA would be quarter mile and IHRA is eighth mile. And I never thought I'd be much onto the. I mean, I'm kind of the quarter mile snob myself, I'll have to say, until I did it, because the Galat was the first eighth mile race I did. And in the mountain motor car, sometimes you're probably almost ready for it to be over at the eighth of a mile, because when you're going 700 some feet in a 660 mile track, you're like kind of almost ready for it to be over. So I can see the elude of in the fast cars of the eighth mile. Plus, it is going to be because you're just getting into fifth gear. You're letting it off, or where the quarter mile, now you're just nothing but hammering that thing down for another eighth of a mile in high. That's typically where you do kind of break parts. So since I've done it, I can say, it makes it a little bit more on the driver, because you got to be up on the wheel, and you can't overcome someone with big power like you can in the quarter mile, where you can kind of get around and make up for some shortcomings at the beginning of the track. So like I said, I can see the allure now of the eighth mile since I've done it.